What's going on, guys?
Uh,
Oh, excuse me. Woo! I'm off today. Kind of weird that I'm off on Thursday. Wish I was off on like Friday or something like that, but. Finally hired a new food guy. Fuck, we barely have any. Okay. Nah, I got some stuff in my mind. Like talking to myself in my head right now. There's just a bunch of stupid shit that was happening at work. A lot of it's pretty minor, but one of them is just like dumb. One of the kids ended up fucking quitting, and he ended up getting his fucking job back. Because he's like an alcoholic or something like that. He drinks. I said, you guys. I was talking to one of the other managers I'm working at. Pretty cool guy in that. He's a gay guy in that, but he's actually pretty cool. A little dramatized, but hey, you know what? That's what this place is. More or less like he hears a lot of drama. That's why I say dramatized. He knows a lot of stuff, just like me. And like, one of the guys left.
Maybe later we can build a snow monster.
One of the guys left, and then he decided to come back. And then as he was coming back and stuff, people were saying this is the first time this happened. I was like, okay. Like, okay, yeah, I can understand that. I'm just like, well, I don't want to work with them, all that stuff and that. So. It's like, okay, I could kind of agree with that, you know. You want to work with someone that's kind of, you know, he's kind of a liar. He makes up stuff and that instead of just like telling the actual truth. It's like, okay. Why don't you guys look at it from a perspective that he needs help? That he needs someone to be able to sit there and be like, hey, you know what? It's like, well, that's why I always tell people. And I was like, Ask him if he needs help. Say, hey, you know, like, let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on with you. You know, talk to people. Make them understand. Like, say, hey, you know what, if you got troubles in that, talk about it. Communication is the best way. That's why the reason why people have problems. First case scenario, you have to tell people, hey, I have problems. It's the hardest thing to do, yes. It's the hardest thing to do. I can get that. It's hard to say that I'm wrong. It's hard to say that I have problems. It's hard to say, you know, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
You know.
You twitch. I need this on the Snapchats.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, you just need help. Like, no one puts love into anything anymore. They're just saying, hey. They say, well, people try to. Sometimes you have to beat it in people's fucking heads. Like, literally, like, force them to be like, hey, you got problems that you need to talk to someone that. You need to do stuff and that. Like, people are in pain all the time. I get it. But take a different course. Get a different hobby. Normally, get a different hobby. Normally produces a lot more better effort.
Smell that crisp air.
I don't know why. I gave you money. Spend it, or whatever.
That's kind of the biggest thing to do is get different hobbies. Produce better stuff for yourself.
Watch out. Broke them. Smackdown. Yeah. Nice, huh? Hey. Easy. Stop me.
A big gun may help you feel safe, but it won't actually save you.
Yeah, because like the person that did this and that, like I feel for him. I know what's going on with him. I know that he's needing love. I know that he's
If
an
we run out of
emotionally wrecked
ammo,
person that
at least we'll have
probably
snow
doesn't have a
monsters.
family that understands him and that. I get the whole thing in that, but you you can't choose your family, but you can choose the friends around you. You can choose the people around you to be able to give you love and give you contentment.
Buy armor. See if I don't care when the Zed eats your liver.
You can choose all those things. It's because you're guided wrong. You don't know what the fuck you're doing in your life.
Wave 5.
That happens so much in life. That's why I follow Jesus. I follow Jesus because Jesus guides me. He actually loves me. He cares about all of his children. Every single person that's born, he cares. He loves. He's in content.
You know that flesh powder.
There must be something wrong with the calibration. You were not supposed to live through that.
And when we look at life for what it is, it's all about enjoying it. It's all about enjoying it. You try to say it's not, but it is. And
Build a snow monster.
we always want to be happy. You're like, well, life's so miserable. Life's only miserable because you make the choices of being miserable. Like, I don't want you to tell the whole world that. Like, you make life miserable.
Crackdown.
It's an active choice. And when you make those choices in your life, then, you know,
Easy.
you're choosing.
Mr. Sniper in the
If you don't
house.
choose them because you know better, then you won't do it anyway. No, it's like I was raised to not do drugs, so I don't do drugs. I was disciplined so much when I was younger than that. Everybody else does it because they feel pain. You know, I was disciplined to deal with my pain. I was disciplined to fucking be a better fucking endurable person.
I'm making the best. Oh shit.
You know, I can say I want to understand life more by creating a better life for myself in general.
Scrake every.
Spend your job in battles before I decide to shut
But all I
it
have to
down.
say is,
There are plenty more scripts
life's
where
great.
that came from.
I have my issues, but hey, they're slowly just disappearing because I don't care anymore.
Anyone need ammo?
They made it easier.
Locking this baby down. Tighter than a Finn's ass. One less asshole. Yeah! Just gotta make sure. Watch out, more Zeds! You're not dead enough. Oh, suck! And stay dead. One of those moody flesh pounds. Yeah! Right on. Damn, look out! Bang, you're dead. These guys must be selling cookies. Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like, so the person ended up quitting that. They ended up he ended up coming back in because he has a little bit of
God, ammo
emotional
here.
problems in that. These are the worst people in the world just because they don't understand that shit happens. It's not they're all based upon what they assume of life, and that they don't get what they want inside their head, and that they freak the fuck out.
That flesh pound must have some sort of structural deficiency. Lucky you.
That's what normally happens. They freak the fuck out.
Anyone need
They
ammo?
go basically mentally insane to a certain degree. It's like, guys, just chill the fuck out. Do your job and go home. Like you, like yeah, I get entertainment at home. Like, yeah, we got a new woman that came in.
It's your funeral. Leaving your armor like that.
I'm just like, okay, she's a new worker and that. So we're talking and that, trying to make her comfortable at work and that. Or where the fuck is this? Just chit chat. She's older, so it's easier to talk to her. She's my age and that, so I was talking to her and that.
Let's see what happens when we mix things
And
up some.
I'm just like,
Try this one out.
I'm like, okay, you know, we talked about life and that, you know, blah blah blah.
I'm a natural. Back down. You're not dead now. I found ammo. Oh, suck it!
Fucking hate bobblehead.
You twitch, ass face. Get in! Get in!
You want the stragglers? I'll make sure the next round is a challenge.
Right on. You know that flesh powder on steroids. Gotcha!
The resupply
Nah.
vault is open. Spend your dosh and shut up. You're just dragging this out. How long will a weakling like you survive?
With a gigantic gun, a long time.
If we run out of ammo, at least we'll have snowballs.
But yeah, like, so like people are like, kind of like hating on the dude and that. I'm just like, why? Well, it's because he's this and this and this. Like, you guys all do stupid shit too, and that's what it is. Judge yourself first before you judge another.
You're going to keep your armor
Like,
that.
if you actually judge someone
Until your death.
first, you'd be very surprised. You judge when people judge other people first, you'd be very surprised when you start judging yourself and that you do almost the exact same fucking damn thing. But you want to get mad at everybody else for the things that you do too.
Nice, huh?
And they do it.
Someone kill that pirate! Easy!
Oh my god. Too many bullets. Jeez. I'm sure you did, asshole.
Gotcha!
Hit the motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch.
Easy! Angry lumberjack folks! Sure. Great flash power. Knockdown.
Peace, bitch. Ammo.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know how the third one's going to be like. The third one's definitely a little bit more, there's not ammo all over the place and that.
You mean. Watch it. Can't take your drink, buddy?
But you can go to like the trader pods and like get your ammo based upon the trader pods and shit like that. It's like they're changing a lot of stuff around. You can use the multi-tool to get like ammo packets and shit to go back to and that.
Maybe later we can build a snow monster.
Something like that. So there's not just ammo all over the place that you just pick up, which is honestly a little bit better, but
The Zeds will be there soon to alleviate your suffering.
yeah, I'll get that up later.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo.
Don't call me A. I have feelings. But yeah, it's just really silly stuff.
Wave 10.
I talk about everybody in that. It's like we should be more promising to give people more chances to say, hey, I don't have maybe not more chances, but like teach people. Okay, this is the actual life. If no one's guiding life, then that's the reason why people are lost. Like when I ask myself, it's like if you want to be with someone, just talking about relationships. Say everyone wants to be with a guy just because they have a man, just to say, oh, I have a man because I'm not alone, then that just reflects on you that you don't love yourself. That's why you're never alone. You have yourself. You have your hobbies. That's where loneliness comes from. Lack of interest in yourself. Fucking mic drop. Yeah, get some Jesus words in there. That's basically where it comes from. Because God is everywhere. And you're never alone as long as you have hobbies and you have things you enjoy. And if you stay positive, people want to gravitate towards positivity. They don't want to gravitate towards negativity. They repel negative, just like positive people repel negative things. Because that's how magnets work. Wow. Basic science. Basic creation. Negative always repels positive. That's why if you get two negative people together, they stick. You get two positive people together, they stick. Because that's what it is. The negative people want to go towards positive, but the thing is, they're only positive for a brief moment, and then they get used to it, and then they start repelling by being negative. Well, fuck, when you start being negative in that, that's what happens to Max. Max is positive up front. As soon as you start being negative in that, I start to repel from her. I kept asking questions like, why don't you just be happy? Just love what you have. It's not good enough. I want this, I want this, I want this. Because you're looking at everybody else but yourself. It's like you can have all those things if you stop doing these things. You have to sacrifice these things to get these things. You can't just thinking, a lot of people say, I want more money. Then you'll just grab more drugs. I used to make $60,000 a year. Why not anymore? Well, because your attitude's bad. You get angry all the time. That's why you can't keep a job. Because you go in the work. Stop trying to change the work. No one wants to change the work. You're not going to change the policies because you bitch about it. You can talk about things, and a little bit of bitching is okay, because sometimes you have to. But full on all the damn time in that, or when it comes convenient, that just means you want life to be easier for you without doing anything to make it easier. That's called being a spoiled rotten bitch. Or asshole.
Got ammo here.
What is fat ass? What I gotta show for?
More steam. Oh, suck it. Bang. You're dead. Diablo fuck! Great damage! I'm burning! Yeah! I can't see!
Jesus Christ! Where'd all those dudes come from? Holy crap. I hate him so much. He's the stupidest fucking character ever. This is a good map. I should have prolonged. I should have ran away more. Really much more. No, I always face Abomination. I never face anything else. There's 5 bosses. Or there's 4. There's Abomination, Patriarchy, Matriarchy, and then you got Hans. And the Flush Pound. Got 5 bosses. And fat ass is always... You got like a 20% chance to get fat ass. And you end up getting that motherfucker almost every single damn time. That's insane. No, once I get the 15, get that spread reduced, that'd be helping out a lot.
Damn, look out!
There's 13.
Just a second, asshole! Oh shit!
Forgot that.
Someone call a cleaner! Yes, yes, you are almost done with this flame. Get in! Verdammt! Go to the pod. Your time will come soon enough. Not even the slightest scratch? Something is very wrong with my zeds.
They're retarded. Why am I so retarded?
Maybe I can rebuild a trader pod as a portable Z factory. In any case, use the pod, piggies. You do not have much time.
I love Monster Ball.
Watch it, more Zeds. Smackdown. Splatter Zed. Damn things hit.
Yeah, I'm like, gotta go to the gym and next. Wait, what's up? I think it's closer to 5. This on the Snapchats. I hope they bring the upgradable shit back on 3. We can upgrade the guns. Like, you can use your beginning gun, just upgrade the shit out of it.
That's good.
Yeah,
Your plan is suicide by lack of ammunition. I approve.
Your plan is your plan is to seem to be a suicide. Lack of ammunition. I approve.
I found ammo. He's got a cloaker. I've been hit. Ugh. Careful, guys.
You twitch.
The only thing I don't like about this gun, it looks cool as fuck. I just don't like the little nozzle at the end of it.
You're not dead enough. Nice, huh? And stay there.
Oh, I can't wait to KillingFloor comes out. It's coming out in like 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
Yes, you are almost done with this wave.
They're gonna have like a.
I've been hit. Where's
My
my...
generosity in activating the
Then I gotta have bots too. Bots are fucking stupid. They got rid of the bots. When they added bots in, it got to the point where it was like kind of dumb.
Sure you lived, but
I
how
know it's a
long will
different
weakling like you
change, but
survive?
like deal with fucking flesh pounds and shit, and then you gotta deal with bots that you have to shoot almost just as much to kill. It's really annoying.
Wrong. So...
There are no Zeds permitted in the marked area, not even my clones.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest new things to get more money in that and doing this shit.
Cloaked enemy here. Nailed him.
Sad time with this gun is fucking horrible. Can't get 8 shots off.
Done. Oh shit. Quiet that siren down. Easy. I'm making the best mess ever.
Area is totally secure. The Zeds are far underperforming my projections.
One more bullet. Oh, you do.
No
That's-
Zeds
I don't know.
penetrated the perimeter. I am surprised and a bit sick. Your success is revolting.
I have to get the boomstick. Nice guy, nothing. I'm gonna be able to get that up away. Not up away, but get my ammo. Jaboom.
Thank you. Me.
Yeah, but the only thing about KillingFloor 3 is there's a lot of like running mechanics. Like when I watched them play that, they never stay on the ground and just keep on firing that because they can't. They get overrun pretty fucking easy. Mainly because they pick spots where there's like 3 fronts. I'm like, dude, yeah, there has to be like a coordination in these maps. There's certain coordinates in these maps that you could just put your back up against the wall and just keep killing in front of you. There always is.
Where's it gone?
If not, if this may result in electrolysis of your fluids. Plasmas are
Easy.
don't float yet. Surely I can improvise around this. I'm disappearing before your eyes.
They're not fetching in your ass code.
Soon enough, firms.
Hypothesis.
Dead.
You're not dead enough.
Hypothesis. Dead.
violence to solve your problems. How deliciously primitive.
That does make sense.
Wave 6.
Fuck, can't hit. Get out of my way, get out of my way, go fuck yourself.
Damn, look out!
Nah. Look on my way, bitch. Look at that guy. Ha! Wow. Oh, why'd you shoot the ground?
Clean
Fuck
up the
you.
remainder. Renfred will see they are properly recycled.
Blotch your knee. Scary. You're scary!
Shiny new KillingFloor here.
Ooh. Where? Nice.
Strike, everybody!
Hey, big boy.
Commercial transactions of
Whee!
Let us return to the blood and violence.
Yeah, I'll go for another round.
That's
This place is like
good.
the best place to huddle up at.
Careful, guy.
Oh, he's gonna attack him.
You know that black house on steroids? And steak skin burning. Anyone got a mop and bucket?
Let's look. I will make sure the next wave is more challenging.
Yeah, that's why I need to get that spread to reduce. Because then my pellets will actually hit more. I do like 50% more damage. I miss so fucking damn much.
You're not dead now.
Boom, boom. Do you say this ain't satanic?
Wonder what's under his apron.
Well, the funny thing is, like, people don't understand, like, back then, like, during, like, celebrations of, like, God and that, they all got drunk off wine. Like, they got fucking drunk. Like, they be fucking, not really wasted, but they be drunk as fuck.
I miss the 90s.
There's multiple times in the Bible now that people drink a lot and have celebrations and that's what celebrations are there for. That's what alcohol was invented. You know. And wine was really good for you anyway.
Renfred, prepare the body bag. They're not fixing their armor.
Get You know, I need to do some stretches. Oh, getting old. But yeah, that's how it was back then. Yeah, I gotta do my walking and talk. Get moving. Oh, KillingFloor 3 is gonna be coming out in like I think it's 21 days. So basically 3 weeks. Because I'm getting paid next week. I already got them pre-ordered. I'm really excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. I mean, they said it's gonna be a lot different because that delay that they did, it was what May, June, July. They did basically a 3 month delay, and they start changing shit. That's an amazing. That's what people like. Like, yeah, if the game came out and then people complained about that, and they start like slowly changing things based upon that, I think it'd been good too. But knowing that they delayed it and say, okay, we'll do 2 months of work on a game that's gonna be like it's $40 fucking. It's $40. We don't understand that most games are basically almost $80 now. Borderlands 4 is gonna be $70, and KillingFloor 3 is gonna be probably bigger than Borderlands 4. And the amount of gameplay and stuff from that, like Borderlands 4 is gonna be good. But all they're doing is mocking Destiny. KillingFloor ain't mocking no one. It's a wave system game, and you just kill a bunch of people. Well, Zeds, mutated creatures. And like that makes it really fun because you're all like it's a apocalyptic world, and you're going in from a facility. It's kind of cool. You have a main base of operations, so just like popping in to a place. You know, it shows you flying in and then deporting from the thing, and then you go out and kill things. I like that, but the amount of levels that they get put in there, it's like all over America too, which is kind of funny. Because you're going to have other regions and that. The game's going to be big. There's probably going to be like 30, 40 maps. They're probably going to create more perks. I do the additional, what was it, 10 perks? They're probably going to have like 15. This is what people love. Create more. Use the old stuff and keep it, and just put more into it. That's what people want. Like, they put the ninja in there, and they put the shocker in there. Like, this is what people want. Yeah, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5, 6. So there's 11 perks. That's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6. There's 10. Oh wow. Ooh, I got poop. But that's what people want. That's what everybody wants. We all just want more. Like Borderlands does it, which is why I like Borderlands. But they add more onto the older games, and they just project more. Like now they're bringing back legendaries from like Borderlands 1, which took forever to find legendaries. You have a chance of finding them. But when you find them, that they're like the strongest weapons. Like, like it makes the game a lot easier, you know. And like Borderlands 3, you find legendaries all the time, and they get it really get easier because they make it too hard. So Good time. Okay, I'm back. Oh man. Time it is. It is almost 5 o'clock. Okay. Might leave a little bit early today. Go to the gym. I don't know yet. 91 degrees. No, I'll wait till nighttime. Only be a couple more hours. Probably around about 8:30, maybe 9.
10 seconds.
Oh, man. That was a wonderful crop.
Wave 8.
Anyone need ammo? Smackdown! I'm a natural. Watch it, more Zeds! Great! Flash power! Easy! Just gotta make sure.
What a colossal waste of resources. Hurry up and talk.
And stay there. Nailed him!
That's what I'm gonna do to that gym.
Strike, everybody!
My generosity in activating the
Intensely
pod will not last
go.
forever, Piggy.
I do
Hurry.
back first. I always do my back first. And then I go for chest, a little bit of chest. The thing is, I never really do like massively heavy weights. And I'm still
Do not get
growing.
a big head,
Like,
fools. The pig who has a good day is still slaughtered.
when people want to do like massively heavy weights and that, I'm like, I don't like doing heavy weights. Like, I still grow just fine. Like,
Oh, thank
I
you.
do more like negatives, or I do more holding. I hold more, like I'll hold for like a couple of seconds until I get a good burn, and then I do my chest and that, you know.
Seconds of shopping, no time for bargain
Because the
hunting.
most I ever use is probably like 25 pounds. I mean, I guess it considerably it is kind of a lot
Found ammo.
compared to most people, because most people can't even take 25 pounds and do like full-on stretches with. I'm always thinking it's not a lot of weight, but like I have that bodybuilder kind of like mentality in that.
Oh, suck it! Mr. Sniper
And, like,
in the house.
I don't think about it
Hey!
in the same way, I guess.
Oh, she's a terrible
Hey,
singer!
who the fuck grabbed me? Oh shit, they're midgets. Fuck.
You're not dead enough.
Just grab me again. Fuck you guys. Hate being grabbed.
The best mess ever! One of those moody flesh pounds.
Yes, you are almost done with this raid.
A second, asshole! Oh, suck it!
I should do like these ones quite a bit.
I'm a natural. Gotcha!
Fucking all over them. Fuck them.
You know that flesh pound's on steroids. Calm down! Ah!
Last you
beat his ass with the bash. I think one of the characters, I think it's SWAT that gets 100% more bash damage, where you can bash people and kill them pretty fast.
More bullets, mein Freund, more bullets!
I'm sweating like a handsome pig here.
That's not good, but yeah, I can actually upgrade that then. These are actually really good guns. They're pretty cool too. But yeah, just
The anticipation is mounting.
Yeah, it's almost
Just
fun.
10 more seconds until the real experiment begins.
yeah, I like going to the gym this around like 8 or 9.
Wave 10.
Cause the bigger guys go in the morning time, sometimes they go at night. There's only like 10 of us in the gym. Of course, it's fucking fat ass, man.
Nice, huh? Oh, steam! Where does everything go? Either way, you're history. Damn them! Damn, look out! It's from dog!
Jeez, bro, get the fuck off of me. My god, dude. Fucking complete utter bullshit with this guy. I hate bosses that are faster than you and they swarm you so quickly.
Oh, thank
It always pisses me off. Like, I don't mind it a little bit. Like, the flesh pound, yeah, he'll hit you once and then you be able to run away. But the abomination just chases you and just pummels you to death. Like, you have to be... Basically, you would have to be a fucking medic to take him on. Because the medic actually has speed and resistance, or a berserker, so you can either run away. Or a gunslinger.
Using violence to
It's a
solve
lot.
your problems. How deliciously sweet.
Yeah, but
Someone will pay for this.
yeah. Oh.
Last chance for guns and ammo, piggies. Wave 11.
I hate those guys, they're so fucking... Fuck off, you bitch.
Smackdown!
Fuck you.
Someone call it cricket!
God, I fucking hate being swarmed. The bad thing about this game, they just drop like 10 Zeds on your face. We're off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch.
One of those moody flesh pounds. You're not dead.
Commercial transactions are so tedious. Let us return to the blood and violence.
Oh, that's gonna suck is that you don't get a lot of healing things. You don't have unlimited
The
healing.
data on that flash pound kill is being integrated into my
That might be
closing
one of the
program.
things that might
That
be
will not
really
happen
fucking
again.
bad.
Anyone need ammo?
But then again, you can always get like they have ways
That's
of getting trenches
good.
and shit. But like, I like the unlimited healing thing. That takes like what 20 seconds to get up. But then again, survivability does depend on how many
Anyone need
times you can
that
heal
weapon?
sometimes. So I guess it might be not that bad. You could pop off 3 of them. Yeah, so you get 3 syringes per wave.
10 seconds.
Suppose you could
10
upgrade your
seconds.
armor, I guess, to make it stronger, so you could actually not die as much.
The area must remain secure, worms. That means no Zeds in it.
Oh great, fucking boom.
Where is a bikini when you need one? Oh shit!
I fucking hate those motherfuckers. If I have maximum piercing, they should die with 1 fucking hit with this gun. Not with fucking 2 or 4 or 5. So fucking stupid. This game, bro, like, why have the piercing thing all the way up and I got 200% more piercing damage? Fucking retarded. I despise.
You know that
Well, that wasn't
flashpound's on
smart.
steroids.
Fuck this shit. Take you all with me, motherfuckers. So stupid. No, because you get the G36 literally shoots through armor and it kills them like with 4 or 5 bullets. But gigantic fucking shotgun with beyond piercing doesn't pierce nothing. That is a huge problem. That's the only thing I despise about this game is that their stats don't actually mean anything. And then you get fucked like that. That's the only thing I dislike about this game. Is if you see a gun, like there's like multiple guns that have max out piercing, but they don't pierce through anything. They just literally just do just damage. At least with armor, not. Like with everything else, they pierce just fine, but piercing, it's supposed to be. I mean, that's supposed to be armor piercing. I don't know. I would like to look at that. Almost level 15. I might as well get up. 15 is a good one.
Wave 1.
Because I know that the G36 has full on piercing, but it pierces actually through armor. I don't know if it says it pierces as armor piercing bullets, or if piercing just means it only goes through flush and other people behind it. I don't fucking know.
Just seeing that makes me want the hot shower.
Think that's it?
Or maybe it's just flush piercing, probably. Yeah, it looks like it's just flush piercing. That's still stupid, though.
Oh, thank you, me. Oh, suck it! I need this on the Snapchats.
Of all the...
Nice.
Just
Well, I
head
can't
to
wait
the
to go
pod.
to the gym
You got
today.
lucky. Wave 2.
I want to go every single day just because I love being there. It's actually fun. But doing this every other day is making me grow more. I'm actually getting more muscle.
Smackdown! Bang, you're dead. Yeah! Get in! Get in!
Yeah, there's a DoorDasher that came in. He goes to the gym with me.
Best
Uh,
ever!
and one of the guys is getting all pissed off at work and that because they were sitting at the front counter and that. And
Just gonna make
he
sure.
like throws out his authority and gets fucking angry and shit. One time I just was like, dude, I know you have no authority in life altogether now because your life fucking sucks, but like, don't throw that shit around at work because if you get enough complaints, you will get fired at it, and I will push to not have you come back at all. I will refuse, but yeah. One, I mean, saying it in a nice, polite way, cool
I've
beans,
seen
tell
some
people
stuff,
not
but that's
to
the
come to the
stuff.
countertop. I get that. But when you constantly throw out this dictative, controlling voice, and people are literally like sitting there, the guy was really laughing. I was watching him because he knew me, and I nodded at him, and he's sitting there fucking laughing, like, dude, he's like, fuck off, bro. Because, like, I mean, not to say the guy's like super duper strong in that, but like, you know, he lifts weights in that. He's very healthy in that. You know, he keeps active and shit. He's skinny in that. He's very active in that. And like, it was just funny though, because you're just sitting there like.
She disappeared.
And I was sitting there like nodding at him, and then like, yeah.
I'm a natural. Anyone got a mop and bucket?
I'm always gonna say, yeah. I don't think.
Oh shit! Ah!
If I thought there was anything but luck, I would be
I despise when people are like fucking assholes at work and shit, like towards like customers and that. Like, it defeats the purpose of having customers. Like, you guys need to stop doing that stuff and that. Like, they do whatever the fuck they want to do. I mean, like, as long as they're not being ignorant towards you, who gives a fucking shit? Like, you're sitting there, like, yelling at someone that literally pays for your fucking paycheck, dumbass. Like, without their money in it, you don't get paid, so how about you just be nicer and be more respectful for them? And stop demanding people with your controlling loser ass fucking way. Like, you're a control freak. And the reason why you're a control freak is you have control over nothing in your life. Not even yourself. But you want to do it to others. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
your armor bad, right?
That's the main reason why, like, people that are control freaks, why they do that so much? Because they don't control themselves. They get mad at everybody else. And they cry about everybody else. But they're the ones that are the issue. And when you tell them how it is, they get the big eye thing. You know, big eyes are, right? You know. That means they know they're guilty over something. It's called, you figured me out. A fucking moron can figure out anything. Smile healthy food, and she will thank. She will thank you.
Easy. You're
Don't get too comfy. I've got more Zeds just waiting.
Yeah, that's why I don't sit there and do that shit. I can't do that anymore. I'm dominant. Dominant over what?
I double dare you!
Like, you work at a place that you've been making money from that you could barely fucking work.
Suck it!
And so the only reason why you pretty much have a job and that is because someone keeps on fucking trying to fucking bring you back. And I hear about it. I'm like, well, you know, I think you should be disciplined. Fuck yeah, you should be disciplined. Like, hey, bro, it's like,
Spend it all. Money doesn't
there's all this emotion in that. And no one wants to take a sacrifice. They're like, well, I have to work hard because this person left. Like, yeah, bye.
rest.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, I work hard no matter what. I always get shit done now.
Just seeing that makes
When I was
me
younger,
want
I
to
know, because I was overly emotional. Well, learn from the older people. Don't be overly emotional. Stop being such a fucking pussy in that, and just fucking do your job. I mean, is it that hard? No, it's not hard at all. You have rest time. I mean, geez, you might be on the line for a couple hours and that, but you still have 5 or 10 minutes to fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do. You probably have like, well, an hour out of your 8-hour day if you do work 8 hours to do whatever you want to do. It might be cut in between 5-minute, 10-minute sessions, but you still have time to do what you want to do.
Well, almost.
But you want to think that you need 15, 20, 30 minutes because you bring your video games in and all that shit. Okay. You bring your video games in, you get written up. If you get written up too many damn times, then you get your hours fucking cut. Get your hours cut to 10 hours a week, you start losing money, then you'll start to really think, well, fuck, maybe I should. I mean, I see people like,
It must be invisible.
it blows my mind. It's like, dude, leave your shit at home. Stop bringing shit in you don't need to bring in, please.
Carbine did not kill you. I will use more gas.
I think you may be operating under the
Like,
misconception.
because why? Because you're at work and you're entertained at home. You don't bring entertainment at work. Like music, I understand, but music is different. Music can motivate you. You can listen to without interacting with it physically.
Must be the cleaner's day off?
And a rhythm actually makes work easier. People probably didn't get that. Yeah, when you have a good rhythm, you actually make work easier because you get a good rhythm going in that, and people are on the same rhythm, they literally work better together. But if someone's not in the same rhythm as you, and they're off-putting, and they start having like anxiety and shit, they start freaking out.
Not terrible, but that's just the warm-up.
Like, some people I can't work on hotline with, or whatever it is. That's one of the lines that we start the food at. Some people don't want me to work hotline because I'll work too fast, and they get upset.
Cover your ears! Siren! Nice, huh?
Like, well, it's because you want to be in control of everything. That's why you get upset. You can't keep the pace that I'm keeping, so I have to work slower
Stay there.
to keep it going. And sometimes I do. There's little tricks in that I do. Like, there's certain things that I make in that I make it a little bit easier. I transition it quicker. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I move a little slower with certain things. But one of the things I do, I transition to make things more easier for me. Like, I'll overfill my certain things in that because I work at a food place. I overflow things just because I know I'm going to use a lot of it. Like a certain product that might be used more during a certain time. When I'm by myself and that, I want everything to be fucking filled up to the brim just because I know I'm not going to leave that line for like an hour or so. You know,
They've
but
got a
like,
sort
that's
of
just how it is.
motif thing going on.
And one of the manager guys I work with, we run really smooth. We do everything very, very smoothly. And it's nice. And then, you know, the other person I work with, the other manager I work with, we do the same thing. We're very smoothly now, but, you know, that person likes to be on the hotline. I don't when she's there.
Quiet that siren down! Oh, my...
Like, that's just how it is.
They're on the wall. I need.
So I mean, there's just different things, man. So I have to adapt to whatever they want me to adapt to because fuck, everyone does differently.
The thing's almost.
Just head to the pod. You
This
got
gun is so amazing.
lucky.
But I always want to make it easier in general by little things, like grabbing more material in that, so I don't have to go and grab it whenever we run out. I keep it closer. We don't have to run out.
Easy because you don't repair your armor. Think fast, or as fast
I would say
as
that's
you
how it
can.
goes.
So, think slow. The trader pod design is terrible. Horsey did okay with this.
But that's how it is. The people are very slacky. They move slow. They don't care about the job at all. Man, they're like, well, I don't care about this. I don't care about that.
Careful, guy.
That's because it doesn't reflect on you. You care about where you work
Mr.
at.
Sniper in the house.
Care about where you work at. You should care.
Someone call the cleaner.
You should love where you work at because that's what pays your bills. Of course, if you don't have any excitement about paying shit, you don't pay anything.
Stay there.
The resupply
Then yeah, that's why you make up excuses.
Spend your dosh and shut up.
Got ammo here.
Pumpkin soup, mango sandwich, beet sandwich, corn soup, vegetable dumplings. What was that? Falafel? It's like a footy. Healthy food. Healthy family restaurant. Looks like slop shit. Got a bunch of microwaves in the back. Smell these sauces.
Keep the area secure. That means kill any Zeds that get near.
That's funny.
Just seeing that makes me want
But
to
yeah,
hot
it's just
shower.
little things that people like do in life, man. It's like, you guys make it so fucking difficult.
Bye, monster.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more Zeds just waiting.
Like, I love hearing, like seeing how people are so fucking weak. And they sit there and they're like, oh,
I double
God, it works so difficult. You're not really doing much anything, bro. You're not even doing anything. My accomplishments of life. I've done barely nothing.
You're not dead. Cloaked enemy here.
This area remains mostly secure.
I just find it quite hilarious because I've been through it and it's funny as fuck to see other people that have issues with it. I'm just like, maybe stop hating yourself so damn much and just love yourself and create better opportunities for yourself. You can actually grow as a human being and get fucking stronger to be able to sit there and feel more, honorable about your life and that.
That's your plan.
Must be the cleaner's day off.
God forbid, getting stronger is a thing that people do. I'm being dead serious. Like, Now, what happens is that,
until you're dead.
you know, I talk about with men, because I can talk about men all the fuck I want. You know, women, they do whatever they want to do. I'm gonna do better jobs than most of these fucking men do, because men are such fucking cowards. And instead of looking forward to how to be stronger as a man, they look backwards and like, oh my god, my feelings. What? What the fuck are feelings? There are things that I feel. Okay. What the fuck are your feelings? Men have feelings. Yeah, we like attention too, but we don't get attention by being a bitch or a baby. Women do that. Women act all cutesy bootsy and shit like that, and the guys are like, "Oh wow, you're really attractive," and that. It's like, "Oh, thank you." It's like when girls call me cute. Don't call me cute. I mean, I don't mind. I know what you mean. Call me attractive. Call me handsome. When you listen to these words and that, and don't call me sexy or hot, because, like, okay, I know what you mean. Because you can use those words and mean different things for someone. Like, one girl called me handsome. I actually enjoyed her. I actually liked her. She ended up leaving. She used to work with me. And she was actually pretty cool. She was laid back. She was fun. I actually really liked her, but she was rather hot too. Yeah, I said she was very attractive. She had a nice body on her and that. She had a nice smile on that. She was very like cool, like relaxed. I mean, she would get upset in that, but she would actually talk about it.
I've seen some stuff, but that's disgusting.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
No
those
voice
things
or
that help
shit.
you not die.
He's not really good. He runs funny with this. Yeah, he's a funny one. You see how it's more of a rhythm? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you switch over to this. It's like junky. Because like the one arm moves constantly with the left, but the right arm only like dips up and down. Like the animation of it's kind of weird. Damn.
Not terrible. That's just to worry about.
Nice.
I need this. Oh shit!
Fucking missing people. Fuck off, bitch. That bash is like. How'd I miss him? Yeah. The accuracy of melee weapons is fucking terrible.
One of those moody flesh powers. Oh shit!
You up. Come on.
Great flesh power. Oh, suck it! Oh shit!
Not missing motherfuckers, dude.
Spend your dust,
You miss
imbeciles.
them so
Before
much
I
with
decide to
Melee.
shut the
It's so
pod.
shitty.
That fleshbound must have had some sort of structural deficiency.
Like, you'll hit them with
Lucky
it,
you.
but if your aimer, like your little target thing's not point blank on them, it misses them.
They've got a sort of red motif thing going on.
Don't
That's
blame
funny.
it on the pod. It was hard to steal this many.
Okay. Oh, it's time to fuck around. Ugh. Yeah, what's this shit?
Hey y'all, does anybody need a roommate? I'm good for $700 a month. If not, I'm just gonna put my hands on the map. No, I'm leaving Georgia. It's done. I've helped.
Dude, this bitch looks like she's completely high off fucking drugs. Listen to this shit.
All I can help people, and I tell you what, I am not going to sacrifice myself for anyone else. I love y'all. Bye.
All right, she's leaving Georgia, and she's not gonna help no one else because just
Dude, woman, you're like fucking 60. You're on fucking mass amount of drugs. You're fucking retarded. That's so true. Here's the thing: is as women are panicking, as men keep avoiding them in public. So they're talking about like the whole like avoidance thing. Women love attention. I think every man knows that. It's pretty fucking obvious. So when say attractive men, like simps always give women attention because as soon as simps like see like a little bit of tit, they freak the fuck out. They get all horny. That they don't know what to do. But guys that like seeing girls naked a lot and that are less likely to just like, okay, you got boobs, so what? Anything else that you have? They don't attract you. Like, like when I go to the gym and that, I always bring this up. I see a lot of beautiful women, always, gorgeous, very attractive women. Now, you know, if I wasn't like well masculine and well trained like I am now, I'd be popping boners all over the place now. I'd be fucking sitting there, I got to jack off in the bathrooms and that. Because you see these girls, women love that shit. They love it. Doesn't, I mean, if they don't like the dude, just knowing that they have someone that they're like, wow, I'm sure he thinks about me. And I see all these people DMing that, like these women that, because they got big boobs and that their boobs are hanging out. I'm like, they all do. There's millions of girls that got nice bodies and that, and fat butts and that, because you can train your body to look like that. Even like a skinny girl that has like, you know, like they're anorexic or something like that, and they like drink protein shakes and they can maintain their diet in that, and they exercise, they'll get a bigger butt and they'll be way more attractive, and they'll get enormous amount of attention, like 10 times the amount of attention. But like when you look at guys and that, does it happen with men too? It does. Does it take time? Kind of. You know, if you work out good and you know how to maintain a good amount of protein in your diet, and that, yeah, you could build, you know, 10, 15 miles of muscle in a year first starting off. You can build muscle really fucking fast, and you'll start to grow. And when you start to grow, now you start to see your progress every like month. Like me, for instance, I know I'm getting bigger. My arms are getting bigger, my shoulders are getting bigger. Now, the thing is, I don't work out really that hard. I work out because I do full body stuff in that. I work on all my muscle groups. Work on my glutes, work on my hamstrings, work on my legs, legs all together and that. I work on my arms, but I do individual workouts. Hence why I started off with individual muscles by talking about individual muscles, because that's what I do. I don't like doing full on like people do. I'll do deadlifts. And that. Deadlifts are too exhausting, and the things deadlifts don't focus on the muscles. You just do everything all at once. It's like how strong are you? That's where bench press, squat, deadlifts, and leg presses and all shit. It identifies how strong you are. But when you do like quad extensions, people say, "Oh, squats are the best thing for it." And then some people say you can do quad extensions. And I've seen bodybuilders do quad extensions, and they got their legs get gigantic of that. And you listen to all these different people in that. Like I listen to like Jay Cutler and that. Because Jay Cutler was one of the more promising bodybuilders with Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheeler, all these people. Because I see them, I watch their stuff. And then you listen to like Arnold. Arnold specifically explains in massive detail. He's like, it's all about the control of the muscle. You control it, doesn't die. He's like, sometimes I don't even do, I'll do like 25 pounds or 30 pounds. I won't go over a certain amount of weight with curls. Like I won't go over 50 pounds because the control of it, curling 50 fucking pounds. How much is 50 pounds, guys? Like, it's shit ton of weight. Like Ronnie Coleman, all these big bodybuilders I really like this shit. like Ronnie Coleman say he curled like 200 pounds. 200 fucking pounds. He can literally pick himself up as a curl almost. He curled like 220 something. And he weighed like 280 at max. Jesus. I can't even curl half my fucking weight. I barely curl over 100 pounds. Like struggling, but I'm not even using all bicep. It's like shoulders and everything kicks in. A lot of times it comes down to because my forearms are weak. Now that my forearms are getting stronger, that I can curl actually really fucking good now. But yeah, my max curl, that's probably like maybe 80 comfortably, 85 comfortably. I could do 40 pounds. Yeah, let's say like right now, if I did the whole 50 some pounds on my thing, I'll do 50 pounds on my curls right now. You can click it. My strongest arm is my right arm. 50 pounds is fucking heavy. I can curl once with my right arm. Once with my left. So I just curl 50 pounds. So I curl about 100 pounds max. That's a lot of weight. That's just biceps. Like the closer a weight gets to me, I can pick up probably like 150. It'd be tough. But like once you get to that point of physique to where you're really fucking strong, you have responsibility. I always tell people, I know I'm strong in that because I've worked out on that. I know I have responsibility. I will abuse my strength if I need to. Like working like we have these plastic bins. They probably carry like I don't know, like 25, 30 pounds worth of stuff. So we use them to grab ice. Like okay, so one of the days that the girls, we're sitting there in that, and because women always love power, women love powerful men. It gets them turned on a lot. Actually. So I grabbed 3 of these things. I filled them up with ice, and we gotta use ice for it at the end of the day. That. And I filled up 3 of them. I stacked 3 of them on top of that, and I carried them. I pinned up, because it pins up right against my body in that, and I can kind of like loop underneath it in that, and I can carry it. It wasn't that heavy. It was maybe 80 pounds. And so I'm carrying this stuff, And I'm briskly kind of walking through our station to drop off the ice. They didn't know what I was doing because, God forbid, I don't know what anyone was doing at the time of that because they're too busy with their own stuff. So, and then supposedly one of the people I was working with was like, "Oh, asking about doing the ice or whatever." And then all of a sudden, I come in with 3 things of ice, and one of the ladies there, was just like, she looked at me and gave me like a really, like, she was kind of like, "Oh," it's like I didn't know what you were doing, man. Like grabbing ice. It's just easier for me to do 3 than that because it's not heavy for me. But for them, one of them's like extremely fucking heavy. Oh yeah, that's because I'm strong. That's what strength is. You've never seen a man actually like do stuff that's strength wise, like yeah, people can pick up heavy stuff if they lift weights, you know. And she was like surprised, and it seemed to be slightly probably excited because it's just like when you see someone do something that you know that you can't do, and they're doing 3 or 4 times more than you, it kind of sparks interest. Like I didn't know that. It's like yeah, there is strong men out there, and it's to explain to them that there is strong, positive, great men out there. You're just used to trashy, weak males because that's what you put yourself into position with. That's exactly how it is. And if you put yourself into that position, and then you realize, oh shit, I'm in this position because I'm not learning how to attract the men that actually are better for me. Or I choose not to because I'm afraid. Well, that's normally what it is. You're afraid, you don't have confidence, blah, blah, blah. It's always the same shit. But the spark of interest, I got all this attention just because I was stronger than the average man, or shown that I was stronger than the average man. And the women like got a spark of excitement. Like, you don't see this? Like, oh, you guys don't go to the gym. Like, you don't see strong people bench pressing 300 pounds. And, I bench press, 225 15 times. That's like my max right now. And you don't see normal guys doing that because they can't, and I got a medium frame. So I'm in between a large frame and a small frame, medium, whatever. Ha. So it's easier for me to get a lot of muscle and probably not retain as much fat. I guess to a certain extent. And I have like a medium strength line to a certain extent. Of course, it all depends on genetics, that obviously. But I do slow approach growing. Give me the heads up. People say, "Oh, you can't do stuff at old age." I'm literally 35 years old, and I'm building muscle extremely decently fast. So I can see how big I'm getting. Like every week, I get slightly bigger, slightly stronger. And sometimes my strength has to do with my nervous system sleeping and actually be able to recover fast. Some days I don't feel as strong as other days. Some days I feel stronger. Does weight eventually get lighter? To a certain extent, yeah. Normal weights do. 25 pounds, 20, 25 pounds is light to me. I can curl them rather easy now. So yeah, you don't get that much fucking stronger than that unless you like, because now I'm actually focusing on my biceps a lot more and my forearms a lot more because I'm a tricep guy. My triceps are really fucking strong. But that's the front part of the tricep. I work on the back part now, which is closer to my lat. That's why I work out my back a lot more than I work out my front because I want my back to grow so I can pull my shoulders back so I can relax my fucking shoulders and stretch out my chest more. And that's the reason why I do my back always first. Now my back's getting really fucking big. I'm starting to get a lot of muscle back there. My form is starting to grow. My chest is sticking out more. My back is, more of that kind of concave. And I'm starting to grow. And how impressive it is. I see other people in the gym and they don't do anything. And I'm just like, okay, it's like, you're not growing because of that. And I'll get like kids and that, that's fine. That, like, they'll teach me, like, one kid was like, teach me how to do calves and that. Like, okay. So he's like, oh, put a weight on the ground that so you can get that bend in that so you can get a full range of motion. Like, okay. Like, I understand that, but it's like, I don't do it because that's not how I exercise. It's standing calf raises. I don't, like when I'm doing calves all together and that, yeah, I'll go all the way. I'll bet my ankle will bend all the way back and I'll throw it up because I haven't used to it. I really do heavyweight calves because people don't understand. Heavy weights are good for compound lifts, to where you use like full body exercises because you have to put enough weight on you so all the muscles can react to it. But when you're doing solo exercises of just that muscle alone, sometimes having lighter weight with higher reps, as long as you feel the burn, you're gonna do better than that. Because it's like just because you use a lot of energy in your muscles doesn't mean that the muscle breaks down. What I'm saying is when you have a lot of weight on and you can do it one time, that doesn't mean you're gonna fucking grow. And normally you don't. It's all about that consistency of that. It's a friction. It's muscle friction. That's why your muscles tear. Your muscles get used a lot, and when they get used too much in that, the muscles start to split open. You literally go through minor microscopic fucking surgery every time you lift weights, and you lift weights till the burn happens. So as a reaction to that, your body sends a bunch of blood in, it sends a bunch of nutrients in, it says, hey, this shit's breaking down, so let's pump it up. So then your body gets a pump up. And your body starts getting lactic acid, starts pouring out because your muscles tear. Lactic acid kind of shoots out of your muscles. And it goes into your bloodstream, and then your blood regulates it, it digests it, and then it regulates it. So, it processes it. And then whatever nutrition you have inside your body, not like proteins, amino acids, that it fills in those little micro sliver muscles, and it fills them in. And it starts to heal them. And then when you sleep in that, when you get good rest, your growth hormones pump out a lot more, and your muscles slowly grow, depending on how much nutrients you have in your body. That's why keeping up on your protein is the best thing, because you can't build muscle without that. When people sit there and like lift weights and stuff, I'm not growing. You're not eating enough food. Like, I don't eat outrageous amount of food, but I do eat. And all my food, I have to have a good amount of protein. You don't need a lot of protein. Now people say, oh, you got protein shakes for a reason. Like I drink at least 2 to 3. I probably drink at least 250 to 60 grams of protein shakes. No, it all depends. Like I'll eat a good amount of protein before my exercises, and I eat after it. So before I'm always having it in my system that so when I do lift weights, it'll repair it. It'll slowly repair it. And then afterwards, I drink a good amount, like 2 scoops, which is 48 grams, 50 grams. And then I eat after that. And then I'm already having like 150 to 180 grams already, and then I don't need much more. And it's working. Before my exercises, eat a good amount of carbs in that. So I had pizza, and then have a lot of protein with it. But I had some pizza in that. I'm waiting a little bit. So I'm probably not going to the gym probably till like 7 because, it's fucking hot outside. And then I'm going to probably eat again. Probably eat some hamburger and that. Just eat pure protein that. Like 2 hamburger patties and that. Be good enough. And I'll probably eat a little more carbs. And I'll go to bed. It's not hard to do it. And this is why, like, me personally, I want people to go with me. Like, I'm not going to care. because they don't care because they'll end up getting all. If I get a gym membership out of this, they make money anyway. But I go. I'm like, okay. They want strong, beautiful people to be at their gyms. They idolize that because that's what brings in more customers. So if big guys are really pretty in that, and I'll say like myself, other attractive dudes walk in, or even attractive women, those women and guys will always come in because they're always going to see those attractive women and vice versa. If there's no attractive men, women don't go to the fucking damn gym. Women don't want to go to the gym. They go to the gym to pick up guys. They don't go to the gym to fucking work out. They say they do. I do. And I like the little bit of the attention I see because some of those chicks got fucking huge fucking butts. They got fucking watermelon ass. Their asses are just so fucking big. I'm like, geez, how? Like your ass is enormously fucking huge. Like it's so much to work with. Now you bend over, you take up half of the fucking coffee table. You plop that ass out, it like covers up a quarter of my bed. That's just so much ass. It's like, the fuck you gotta do with that? You got a big ass and your ass hangs off like an inch off the toilet seat when you're taking a dump or piss. Like, like dude, that's so much ass. Like, okay, I'm back. Woo. But yeah, what's the thing? It's not how often you lift, it's how often you rest. Like I'm learning from like there's this one guy used to go to one of the gyms next to me, really close to me where I live at, and like he got really fucking big. He got really fucking strong, and he doesn't even come in that much. He'll come in, he'll lift weights and that, but like he lifts weights proficiently, and then you just like go home. He would lift maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. He lifts specific muscle groups and then he just fucking leave. And then I'm just sitting there like, huh. And then I think about it. It's like, is this how people do it? And you start listening to people in that. I listen to like people that are bodybuilders and they talk about this guy. I guess he's Scottish or German or something like that. I listen. He said, if you're natural, you can probably lift way more times a week. You're gonna have to recover for free. I was like, I would say 3 days a week is all you need to work out. So you don't really have to work out that much to get stronger. But that's what's funny about it. Like people have to work out every single day, and then you can work out 3 days a week, and you'll build muscle. 3 days a week. Obviously, it's good to do like 2 day splits or 1 day split. So you work out on Monday, You can work out on Tuesday. Some people say, oh, you can work out 6 days a week, 6, 7 off. You can work out Monday and then Wednesday, and then Thursday you can work out that same muscle group again. They get the maximum results. But other people say, no, just work out 3 days a week. They say you work out your biceps on Monday, you do your chest and triceps on Monday, and Thursday you do it again. They say, yes, you could be able to do that. But it doesn't really matter though, because like for me in that, I do my whole body. Now certain muscle groups I do more and more heavier, but I always get a little bit of everything. Why? Because I like being in the gym, and because my body actually likes it. I grow good with it. So I do a little bit of everything. And then if it's an exercise that my muscles feel like doing more of, then I'll do more of it. So basically saying whatever muscle that I didn't do like yesterday really heavy, I'm gonna do today really heavy. So the other day I did a little bit of back in that. But I ended my back super fucking heavy. As in I didn't do a lot of reps. I did more chest, and I hit my biceps really hard, and I did my triceps. I always do really hard. They're little muscles. The little muscles grow rather quickly. That's why you see guys that look like they have big ass arms and that, but the muscles are small. Like your pecs are bigger than that because you have more muscle lining in your pecs than your biceps. Your biceps are actually really small. Because my biggest compliment is probably my arms. People say your arms are big. They're big, but it's like this one guy I see in the gym and he comes all the time. He always looks the same. He's got big fucking biceps. He doesn't have triceps are not that big. Big huge biceps. And I said, dude, stop working on your fucking biceps so much, bro. And like, just because your biceps overly grown, like, cause you want to curl like 40 to 50 pounds of that, you do maybe like 4 or 5 reps, but you don't do your triceps. Your arms are not actually going to get thicker. Like, you have to build the whole entire body. You don't need to build just little parts of that. Like one thing he said about me, he says, "Oh, it looks like your legs are getting bigger. Say your legs are bigger than mine." I'm like, well, I mean, it's because I work out my legs. I work out really fucking hard on my quad extensions. Now I'm starting to get my hamstrings to work hard too. I'm doing a lot more sets with that. And really, and then my hip flexors, my glutes, I could do a lot of glutes. I have to maintain a good stretch in that because I got a little bit of muscle tightness in the hip. So I can't do too much. I gotta go by how it feels. Sometimes I have to like not do as much. Feeling better. Almost 6 o'clock. I don't have to work today. All it sucks is I gotta go in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday. But we get paid next week on Wednesday, so next week we get paid again, which is nice. So today is the 10th, but I'll be on the 10th we get paid. Then we get paid on the 24th. Then we get paid like the 1st of, what is it, August? June, July, August. So we're getting closer to fall coming in. But as I was talking, I'm trying to like tell them like, dude, listen to people when they say stuff and try to incorporate it with your exercises. Like this guy is all about being like skinny. He wants to be like super skinny. He wants a six pack and that. I do like attention from the bitches. That's why. He says I don't. That's why you go to clubs, bro. No one, like, if you want to hang out, you hang out in the clubs. You have a whole bunch of attractive dudes and that, and you do like drinking that, and hang out in the clubs because you want to see a bunch of hot chicks Because that's what those girls do. They go to clubs and that, they get guys to fuck them. You may not want to have sex with them and that, but because we talked about it. But you still want that attention. Don't deny the reality of what you have. I'll say if I go to the gym and that, because I like to lift weights, I do, I legit like to. But in between my sets and that, when I'm resting, I look at ass. Fuck it. I look at girls with their titties hanging out, their butts all hanging out, and it's fucking hot. And that's what I do. Because it makes my cortisol, makes my stress levels go down. And I don't talk to them because their stress levels go up. I look. Yeah. And they'll dance around. They'll dance around that fucking gym. They'll walk around fucking circles. If they know that you're looking at their ass, they're attracted to you, they'll walk around you. They'll do a little walk dance around you. And they'll love the attention. Oh, that hot guy's staring at my butt. He must really want my ass. And their ego goes to the fucking damn roof. They won't talk to you because it's the gym. There's a policy in the gym. It's a fake policy, but there's a policy in the gym that you can't interact with the opposite sex because then everybody else is going to notice that if you get rejected. And the only thing I would say if I was doing that is I wouldn't have to do that. Hey, how you doing that? I'm like, let's just lift weights together. And make it more obvious. We'll be weightlifting buddies. It's always good to have some serotonin right next to you. That's literally what it is. Yeah, it's a stress release. If a girl's if you're really attracted to that woman now, like she's got a fat ass or got some nice round boobs or a really pretty face in that, having a woman with you at the gym, that is serotonin. It makes you actually want to work out harder. Like when I was going to the gym with one of the girls that I used to go to the gym with, used to work with her, we used to go to the gym together. She liked to go there and that. She was very attractive. I love looking at her. She's hot. She had a fat round butt, and then she used to fucking show it off all the time and that. And then she would like me looking at it, even though she would deny it when I say it, but she enjoyed it. And it made my stress level go down. It actually gave me more strength and pushed me harder. It's kind of the reason why I kind of miss hanging out with her now. It was just nice to have someone around that was equally as crazy as I am. But I digress. But that's what it is. Like, there's a bunch of dudes in the gym. Yeah, I would still go. But like dudes are not as like cool with lifting weights. Like they're not coming up to you, yo man, you're strong, bro. We should lift weights sometimes. They're not the bros. These guys are not bros at all at the gym. They're all jealous little kids. They're like, hey, Mike, you stronger than me. Cause you got fucking 3-inch round arms, bro. What the fuck you eating all day, man? Potato chips and fucking cornflakes and shit? Like, motherfucker, you ain't even trying to eat protein. That's why you never grow. I curl 50 pounds. This heard this one guy. Skinny ass little dude. There's a lot of Pakistani or Iranian or Afghanis and that come into the gym and that because I noticed there's a lot of Middle Eastern people. Most of them are Bosnian and that, but some are like part of the Middle East and that. They come in and they're all fucking really fucking scrawny. Like they're super fucking skinny in that. And like it's kind of funny though because they're not that fucking big. They're very tiny people, and they'll come in, and this one kid comes in. He always like shows off his little baby abs and that and the thing and that, trying to get like this one girl's attention right next to me, and I was thinking like doing triceps and that, and looking at my triceps and that. My arms are literally like probably 8 to 10 times bigger than his, just because he's just scrawny. He doesn't look like he eats enough food. Or maybe his diet is he doesn't eat a lot of protein, so don't grow. And like he's like smiling at this girl, and that like because I was in between them, and like he thought that she was checking him out. I'm like, bro, she ain't checking you out. She's checking my ass out. I just ignore it. Like women don't like weak looking men. Only women that like weak looking men are the ones that are the feminists of feminists, and they want a weak man because they don't like strong men. They want to control weak men, This is how the feminism action actually works. In that feminine women like strong men because they have something they can rely on. Feminist women have weak men, so the weak men can rely on them, and then they can't handle it, so they freak the fuck out. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I don't want to make all this money, and I don't want to work. I want to sit home and have kids. And that's what's up. It's because you're supposed to be feminine. You're biologically supposed to be feminine, but you date weak men because you want to be the more masculine one. We can't. You got a vagina. That doesn't make any sense. You don't have testosterone running through you, or very little of it. Like, that's the point. I always would say it, like, some men, like, it's like this one guy named Philion. Cool ass dude. He's fucking hilarious. His YouTube channel, big YouTube channel actually. He's hilarious as fuck. Just sort of guys on steroids. And he's like all this black kid that he's like, he's really fucking ripped and really big. He's big as fuck. I said, well, Rodney Coleman was big and he wasn't on steroids. He had 20-inch arms in fucking high school and college. Rodney Coleman was like 6'4", 6'5", I think, or maybe he was like 6'3". He was a big fucking dude. And he even says, like, I didn't start taking steroids until I actually got in there. My arms didn't really grow that much bigger. I think his maximum was like at 22-inch arms. That's gigantic as fuck, though. That's a little too big, honestly. And, like, he was sitting there, like, he's just like, I just ate. And he said he used to eat, like, 12 ounces of chicken a day, or 12 ounces every meal. He would eat, like, almost a pound of protein every meal. That's just how it was. They eat a lot of fucking chicken because his fucking mom had bigger biceps than me, and she was just really hefty, strong woman. And I don't know about the father. Now I don't know about Ronnie Coleman's dad. I'm sure he was probably a big fucking dude because it normally genetics, too strong genetics make really strong genetics. And like, and that's what you see. And so this Philion guy in that, he's like, oh, that shit's fake. And then it was like, a lot of African, really strong African genetics. The guy is, for some men, really fucking big. Just like there's certain giant Irish guys in that, or giant fucking Scottish people in that, or English people in that. They're just fucking big. Their genetic line builds a lot of muscle. And, he says he lifts weights. And I look at him, I'm just like, dude, your arms are noodle arms, bro. It's like, you don't lift weights at all. Like, you lie to your audience, say I lift weights, but I'm not big because I don't take steroids. And then you get other people that, like myself, probably eight or 9 years older than you, and I lift weights, I'm building muscle like it's no tomorrow. So who's lying? Well, evidently you are, Philion. You're lying, bro. You're lying. Cool dude. He's funny as fuck, but you're lying about yourself. You're a weak person with a very high mental capacity, but you don't want to be physical. That's fine. The four powers, normally the three main powers of life, people normally only use two of them, mental and physical. And then you get people that are spiritual. And then you get the fourth one, which is basically just, most people tend to use, they don't use it as an actual power, is materialistic. And you're a materialist. That you figure out that my status is relied on my materials that I have. It's like, I look at my mentality, my physicality, and my spiritual as my status that I have. Because I don't care about the material. I don't care about having stuff in that. I get stuff like I have a $300 fucking watch. It was like $350. Oh, that's a lot of money. Well, I just have it because I never bought one, and more or less likely it's very useful. It tracks, something. But honestly, if I could go with a fucking $100 or $80 Fitbit, I probably would take it because it doesn't make any sense to have. But the thing is, this thing is waterproof basically, and that it works really well. So hopefully it'll last for 5 or 6 to 10 years. It's getting scratched up a little bit in that little stuff, but still works just fine. No. But talk about Philly on that, like he always mocks good physique people, and I can see some people go on steroids. It's very obviously, and there's a lot of natty or knots out there. People lifting weights and they're getting really big really quick. Like after 6 months or a year of lifting weights, they gain like 30, 40 pounds of muscle. like ridiculous amount of mass. And like, well, at the beginning, first our muscles grow really quick, but as your muscles get bigger, you get more mature. Your body actually changes. Literally, your blood actually changes. Your body and your blood actually change dramatically as you lose more weight because you're getting stronger. So your body has to adapt to your strength. So some people become more protein synthesis. They get more of it, so they can build more muscle. Sometimes people can't build that muscle. No, I was one guy at the gym that, he has money evidently because he used to talk about he used to take steroids in his 20s and or in his 30s and shit when he was my age. He's like, I maybe gain. He took like peptides and shit like that. He's like, I maybe gain like 10 pounds of muscle now, but I would have to do more to gain more, and like I didn't want to do the health things. I was like, was it really beneficial though? He's like, no, not really, in that because like you look good the way that it is. It's the idea in your head you always want more. That's a materialistic idea. It's not materialism has nothing to do with just items themselves. It's a greediness. You want more, so that adapts to all things. It's like, oh, I want more knowledge. You're greedy, That's what you want. Everybody's greedy. Everybody wants more of something. But the guy already has everything. He's in good shape. He's really attractive looking doing that. He's got a lot of money in that. He goes on vacation, so he does everything he wants to do. But for some reason, he always wants more, and now he's adapting himself, and he's being more spiritual. And he's just like, I don't care about all this stuff anymore. We had great conversations with that. He compliments me. Oh, it's a bit bigger, maybe an IFBB pro or whatever the fuck it is, a bodybuilding pro. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Like maybe nationals there, but I'm too old. No, that's not too old. A lot of people bodybuild in their fucking 30s and they get jacked as fuck. All I'm trying to say is there's always ways of doing things, and everything's normally possible. What do you want, Zoe? What do you want? Hey, BB. You want that? You want love? What? Well, this is what I like telling young people. Get a hobby. If you're a man, or if you're a woman, weight lift. It'll make you feel better about yourself. Because it gives you something to do. It gives you something to look forward to. Something that do all these things. Like, you don't have any good hobbies that you want to petrify your mind to live in the reality that you will never fucking change. That's why these drugs are there. Painkillers, all that shit and that. You don't want to rise above certain things. This is why I look at people like the Philion guy and that. You talk about weightlifting all the time and that, but you look like a scrawny ass dude. You're like 6'2" or 3 or whatever, and you could get really big, but you can't do that because your whole audience are just a bunch of fucking pussies. They don't really sit there and cry and make fun of people actually trying to do something with their life. And then you're like, oh, well, those people are doing this because they take the secrets off. And right now, if I start blasting gear on how much I lift weights, how much I actually want to lift weights, I would have probably 20 pounds more muscle on me. I'd be fucking jacked to the gills. Big ass six pack. If I get like 18 to 19 inch arms, I already know that lasts because I catch on to the muscle rather fast. Because I continue to like lift weights. Yeah, I could become a bodybuilder. I don't want to. I think that's fucking too much. Because I really don't care. And that's what these kids do. And it's like, dude, you guys need to chill out. You guys are doing too much too fast. Like, because they sit and your brain literally doesn't stop growing until like you're like in your mid 20s or something, your early fucking 30s when you actually start to be fully neurologically put into set or set into put or whatever the fuck you want to say. Your computer term. Your brain gets all the coding and all that stuff from that, so your body levels out. Because if you went through puberty all the way and then you become fully grown at 25 or 30, people see you fully grown at 18. No, you don't. You stop growing, yes, your height stops, but your body doesn't start maturing until you get into your mid 20s. And sometimes, even for a female, that's what you see like women in high school that they get like gigantic boobs at 16, 17 years old. And guys really don't grow much. Why? Because women ideologically they have to have kids at a certain point in life. That's why they mature faster. And men don't start maturing until they get into their mid 20s. That's why you see, say, 16, 18-year-old girls that always go for 20-year-old men. And they never go for men their age. Never. And they say that they do, but they're fucking lying because they don't want to. I mean, I don't know how many girls like say like I guess want to attempt to like fuck with me that or they look at me like that. They're always younger women. I remember when I was working out late and there was a group of girls trying to find me. They sat there for like 25 fucking minutes, just sitting there like talking and yakking. And I was doing chest and that, which I did a lot of like reps in the chest. I do like a whole bunch of sets. I think I did like 5 to 6, maybe 7 sets. It took me about 20 minutes to do because I had a rest in between. I was just like lightweight, try to get the muscles to really like tear and get really good control over them. Neurologically, I want them to attach more. And I walked next to this, young lady that, and I was like towering over her. She was rather short, like 5 foot tall. And I was abnormally fucking huge compared to her. Like my arms were like as big as her fucking head almost, give or take. And like I could just feel the vibe and the signs, like, you know, you don't see a lot of men like that. I'd say, well, yeah, you don't. You just don't, because you don't see a lot of men actually trying to get that physique because it is a lot of pain, a lot of fucking pain. That's what's up with man from a little boy is pain, and even like younger men, like they're like teenagers that go through a lot of pain cycle. Like their ass is beat all the time. They're always going through like getting splinters or blisters or sores or even start getting the first scars and that when they're at age. Because that's what I did. I was stuck on like pointy ass acorns and I had the fucking acorn like stick to your fucking foot. You have to pull it off and that. It was like a little well on your foot and that. Done that plenty. I had glass in my foot before. Nails in my feet. From my shoes and that. Probably not in my feet, but in my shoes and that. That's what makes a man a man. But when you see like all these younger men, they don't know how to pain. That's why they don't lift weights because it's painful. You're like, I go through pain. I go through the pain like I die. Like, yeah, that's why you don't grow. And here's what it is. And I'll say this. This is the reason why the transition of males is a lot weaker than what used to be 20, 30, 40 years ago in that. Because these men don't like pain. They're pussies. That's what we call pussies. Men don't like pain. Pussies. And of course, that terminology is to go through what actual pain is and women giving birth. Women giving birth, vaginas are very, very strong. They give birth. They do a lot of pain up front. That's what transitions a teenage or a little girl into a full-grown woman is having kids or attempting to have kids, depending on what your circumstances are. That's what makes you a mother. Is going through that cycle of birth. So all these women out there that do all this, like, I know it's switching up in that, but feminism. They always talk about abortion, this abortion. I just want to be a whore and get fucked and get nut blown in me. Yeah, because it feels great. I already know. I listen to the girls talk about this shit, and it's fucking hilarious. They go over control. Yeah, I like the guys blow their nut in me, and it makes you feel good. Yeah, that's why men don't stay with you because most men want children. You're refusing to have children with that man that you're constantly having sex with, and you don't want to say that's your man because you want to, like, if something doesn't work out because you're so weak-minded that you don't want to go through hardships with that man, you want to quit out on them. That's why the new generation of women that are coming out now, they're not feminists at all. They're actually quite the opposite. The ones that are starting off like in their like 16 to 20, the new generation, they're very feminine. They're very feminine. I see them all the time in the gym. Very feminine ones. They walk feminine. They shake their tits feminine. They always like sit there and they do beauty stuff. They're feminine, you know. And like the older generation of women, the ones that are like peak my age and lower, not feminine at all. They're fucking masculine as fuck. Like, like, all of the time. Like, you're not a man, you're a woman. Life's so hard for me because I treat people like shit. I'm sure you fucking do. Congratulations, you're an idiot. But that's where these cycles come from, where people like men don't want to deal with pain and women deal with more pain. If men start dealing with pain again, then women won't have to deal with that as much pain. It's always it kind of reacts like yin and yang. You kind of react to each other. That's why when women see strong-willed men like me, that lift a lot of weights and that, they go through a lot of pain cycles, that they're very humble, they're very quiet when they need to, but they can be funny too and that, because we know torment, and we look at torment as a way of getting stronger. It's the opposite for say some people, not mostly it's opposite for a lot of women. They don't look at torment as learning. They look at torment as like a pain regulator that they have to constantly go back to because they feel like they should have done something different. Man, fuck those feelings. I don't feel like I've done anything different because I learned from it. Everything that I've gone through, say like my ex, for instance, what transitioned me to be how I am today is two girls I hung out with. One was my ex, and one was one of the girls I hung out at my other work. Learning and adapting how women actually are in that. They say what they don't do. So they'll talk. But I do all this stuff now. It's actually the opposite of what they want. Weird, huh? Women are very, very awkward creatures when it comes down to that. Because feelings, they don't show up front. They play the game. So they'll do little snippets and they'll like bend over in front of you or like give you that eyeball look and shit and like, oh, you're checking out, like, wow, I'll give you that side stare. They adapt to all these little traits to try to pull in men. Well, if he doesn't understand that I want to fuck with that, then blah blah blah. He's a piece of shit man. It's like, no, it's because I understand it. I don't want to fucking go with it. This is what I would say immature women do. They do little snippets. It's like they'll bend over in front of you. I remember when I was like, that's what she did all the time. That like I've seen it day in day out. When I was alone with her, and it was always something fucking sexual with that woman. 100% sexual. She never wanted to admit it. I said, if you would have said up front, hey, I want to suck your dick, I'd be like, sure. Yeah. But see, back then, men would take it as an exception, like, okay, you like me that. But nowadays, men are like, it's like it's a trap. Because if I do anything, if I sit there, go behind you and rub my dong on you and smack your ass because you're bent over right in front of me, and that basically tells me easy access. Please insert dick now, like it's a damn fucking arcade machine. It's like written on her back. Please insert penis now. Whoa, I'm tripping. Anyway. Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious, but all you gotta do is talk. Cause I remember this is one of the famous like little things. I the first time ever going through this. Well, not the first time, but it's been a while. I had a girl literally gave me the fuck you look, like this sexual look of like, please fuck me, I'm horny. And I knew it at the time of that, but I didn't really like place it on that. So I'm like, I don't want to test it. If a woman rubs anything on you as a man, rubs your arm or rubs your shoulder, accidentally rubs on your chest, they're gonna fuck you 100%. They won't be up front and whispering to you, like, please shove your dick in me. They will never do that. Unless they got some extreme confidence. And they can handle do stupid things. They'll do accidental things. And trust me, they do it quite a bit if you are attractive. They'll get really close to you. They'll smell you more. It's it's an instinctual thing. You might think it's weird, but this is what people do. They smell you more. Your pheromones are more. You got more like jizz in your balls, and that shit echoes out. And women love that shit. It's like a literally drug for their minds because they fantasize about it. They're like, oh my god, please. And yes, I know because I literally had it happen to me multiple times. That my ex did the same thing to me, and the girl before that did the same thing to me. They would do all kinds of things. They would always be next to you and that, ask you questions and that, and they'll get really close to you out of nowhere, and they'll like feel that vibe from you and that, and they're all like, I really want to touch you. That I know if I touch him, that my boyfriend will get mad, but he's really hot. I really want him to, grab me and put me on the wall and bang my brains out. They may not say it, but that feeling is there. And trust me, I like personally, I know where that's at because I feel it everywhere. I always talk about stories about the people I work with and how I work with a lot of women sometimes and that, and I can't. I like to because I do attention to that, but I can't. Because all it takes is one girl to get jealous and say a bunch of shit, and then I have to lose my job. So I establish it up front, like, hey, I know people are attracted to me. I know I'm a good-looking dude, and that I upfront say to every woman that I see. I did to the newer woman that just came to our job, and I say, yes, I know I'm very attractive doing that. Trust me, I know. I get a lot of girls' attention to that. They'll giggle. They'll not say no because they already know. I already know you already looking at me and that. And she's like giggling all that shit, and I think, oh yeah, well. It's like I was thrown up front. You can look at me. I don't want you touching me. You can talk to me, but I want you like throwing down sexual shit towards me because I will fucking ignore you because not because I don't want the attention. I want the attention in a natural, like normal way. Like, hey, how you doing that? Because I'm gonna know up front if you want to get closer to me because I already know. Women don't get closer to men unless they're attracted to them, like full on physically closer. They will not because you're fucking ugly. They won't not. And they are attracted to you in that. More or less like if you're just kind of like those pussy emotional douchebag dudes in that, because you don't know a lot of knowledge in that. You're boring as fuck. You're base. Women approach you up front. You're like, oh, you're skinny attractive. And after a while, they're all like, dude, you're like outrageously retarded, too emotional. Yeah, women don't like other emotional people because they're emotional ones. But you start to look at the signs. When you start to figure out the signs of how women actually work, and that doesn't matter if they're feminists or not. All feminist women actually like cock more than feminine women. I know, weird, right? But they only go for the really hot guys. They don't go for normal guys because they're like, I deserve better. Well, you deserve to be bent over and pound town. Yes, you do. But that's it. Because you can't commit because you don't know what commitment is. You just want to flail out and say, my body, my choice. Okay, it is your body, your choice. And stop fucking having sex with dudes and get pregnant then. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. And the whole rape thing, I listen to this shit a lot. Oh, what about women getting raped? I was like, it's like any man can rape any woman. That like, do you think every man's like that, or the men that you just date, or the men that you just like? You like being like that. You like having that sense of fucking weakness to think that all men are like that. That's funny. Because I listen to feminist rant bullshit every once in a while. It's fucking hilarious. Like, do you think all men are like that? It's like, well, not all men are like that. Then shut the fuck up then. Because men are like me, they're not like that. And you're basically insulting me. It's better to just keep your fucking mouth shut, bitch. Because you're literally saying stuff you have no idea of. Because you're a psychopath. You think everybody else should be a psychopath too. Because you make bad choices. Of course you make bad choices. Because you're a trauma bond. People with massive trauma in general, this ain't just a person that I know, just in general, you collapse on that. You blame life for your trauma. Listen to these words. You blame everybody else's life for your personal fucking traumas. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. I'm like, yeah, boo-hoo. Shit happens. It happens because you make bad choices, because you weren't guided right. Your parents did not do what they needed to do. Okay? You had to guide yourself. And most people have no idea how to guide themselves. Read the damn Bible. Read the beloved holy words from Jesus. Just read the New Testament. It literally guides you to be a better person. That's the whole point of Christ. And people talk about that, everybody that like reads Jesus' words, that it's like literally the roadmap of being a better person, to being the most happiest person in the world. That's the whole point of Christ. That's literally why he came down as God in the flesh and spoke the words of actual truth. And he said, I am truth. You will find truth in me. Because no one knows basic knowledge anymore. We're so mixed up. Fake shit. Like people say, oh, the Catholics, the Mormons, and the Muslims are all like, they have too many rules and regulations, and all their shit's bullshit. They sin a lot more than the average person does because they make up shit that doesn't make any sense. They believe in like Muhammad as a prophet. Muhammad was a literate war tyrant that literally killed people. So that's a great person to fucking follow. You know, Catholics believe in whatever random ass shit than the Pharisees, basically. They're like, oh, you have to be this and that. If you sin, you're bad. I believe in my homie, fucking Jesus Christ. You know why? Because he's a homie. He actually loves me. He actually cares for me. And he's the father. He actually cares about me a lot. And he doesn't sit there and say, you're breaking the rules. Fuck you. You're going to hell. You know what he says? You're learning. The word learning is the most magical word in the world. Because that's what Jesus told us. He says, listen. Listen first. Learn and then speak. Listen first. So if I listen to people talking and I understand what they're going through because I have the same thing, but I overcame it, so I can judge them by healing them because I know I judged myself first and I healed myself with the love of God and I can give it to someone else. Judge yourself first before you judge another. That's literally what it actually stands for. At least I would say my perspective, but I say literally that's what I believe it stands for. You can't heal another when you haven't healed yourself first. And when we talk about the healing phase of life and the healing phase, they don't actually heal. They're trauma bond. They want that trauma because that's what makes them keep moving forward. It's excitement. If they lose that trauma, they lose their excitement and they don't know what to do with themselves. Yes. Did I figure out feminism in a nutshell? Yeah, that's literally what feminism is. They don't want to pass on because they don't do nothing. And women take the easiest route in general. So they judge everybody else but themselves. So going back to what Jesus said, you can't fully heal unless you judge your fucking self first. Because then you can admit to the things. When you start admitting, you start getting what you call humility. You start to humilize yourself. Maybe I said that wrong, but don't give a fuck. You start to love yourself because you're healing yourself. You're actually like, wow, maybe this is right. That's why you get a lot of feminist women that they're always thinking men are all bad, but maybe you're just bad. Maybe you're just wrong. Maybe you should look at yourself first. I can't be wrong because people say women are always right. Then why does your life suck? The proof is in the fucking pudding. You're literally not pudding. You're a big pile of shit, and you're literally stepping in it. You're fucking swimming in your own fucking shit, which is not actual shit. Your own fucking dumbass problems, and you don't want to look up and see that someone's holding their hand out, trying to give you the truth, and that's God. Lord Jesus Christ trying to hold his hand out and say, come with me, daughter. I will give you truth. I will give you rest. But you don't. You keep swimming in your own fucking bullshit. And then as you get closer and closer to drowning in your own shit, which only happens, God reaches through the shit, your problems, and sweeps you up. That's why, Old Testament, remember the New Testament said it too. God gets stronger as weaker you get. God grows stronger with you. He says, my child, I will pull you out of anything. The weaker you get, the stronger he becomes. because he doesn't want you to be it. He wants everybody to be in his kingdom. That is the problem. This is why all these solutions have to do with following the basics of life, which is the truth, which comes from Lord Jesus Christ, the God, and the Word of God. That is the reason why we have all these problems. No one knows the basics of living anymore. They live based upon all the stereotypes. This religion, this cult, this cult, this cult. Feminist is a cult. Meninist is a cult. All these men that are saying like, oh, wait, go the fuck up, bro. Go the fuck. Lift some weights. Lift some weights. Humble yourself. Lift some weights. I don't sit there and blame women for everything because I know damn well it's not all everybody's. It's not all one side's fault. You fucked up too because you choose to be an emotional dumb fuck. And you're like, well, I want a woman that you're choosing these women because you have no knowledge of it. Like you're choosing women that don't want to commit to you, so you complain about it because it's like, well, I'm not attractive. Okay, let's go down this line of attraction. Women are expected to be more beautiful than men. Why? Because one man can reproduce with multiple women. Yes, we're only supposed to marry one. The chance of we're going to end up being with multiple women. This is how it is. So if you take both sides, the feminist side and the meninist side, you bring them together, just like politics. Liberal side and Republican side, you bring them together, what do you get? You get Christ. Because they're both equally right in some ways or another, but together, they're the truth. Feminists, meninists, women that hate men, and women and men that hate women, you bring them together, equals love. Because they both say things that makes kind of sense, but the truth doesn't come together. So what does it implicate? Female and male. What did God say? What did Lord Jesus say when you get married? God actually said after Adam. You become one. Listen to these words. You cannot do it without the other. You can, but you won't feel the love like you should. That's why people that both love God become one. When they become one, I don't like throw my hands around that, but when they become one, you learn the knowledge of actual God and you become one with God. Worldly things fight against that. What do? Listen to all this bullshit. They say, we need to have more abortions. We don't need to have babies. There's only women. They're like, I don't want to have kids. That ruins my body. And that because you can't be a whore anymore. Maybe that's what it is. The whore phase never ends because it's a trauma bond that you will keep on creating over and over and over and over again, and you won't fucking stop the trauma bond. You will keep that trauma going because it makes you feel something. Because you don't know what love is. You have hardened your heart to God for that you don't know what love is. And guess what God does? God gives you a hardened heart. He says, one day, because it says in the Old Testament, I will give you a new fleshy heart. I'll give you love. I'll take your petrified heart and take it out of you and give you a fresh one. Which is basically saying one day you'll be so hardened that I will grow so strong in your spirit and I will take it away and give you a new one. And then your whole reality changes. Because that's what really happened to me. I started hardening myself. Not really to God, but just like positive things. That's a hardened heart. And then I prayed because I got so bad, so emotionally fucked up. I prayed and prayed, and I had the Holy Spirit go through me, took my heart out, not literally, but spiritually, and gave me a new one, and I changed, and I feel more positive. I feel more good. I feel like I can accomplish anything. He gave me a new heart. He unbroken my hardened heart and gave me a new one so I can beat with love again. Because I asked them, why don't people want to love me? And it comes down to because I was negative. So right there tells people, stop being negative. Pray for positivity. Pray. Pray. I don't understand people that don't want to pray. It's like, I don't get it. Just pray. It's free. You can literally do it in your bedroom before you go to bed. When you go to bed in that or every morning that, pray for a good day. You can say it in your head. Say, please give me a good day. When you reach out, he will always listen. Always, 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 always. I don't care where you're at. The love of God never stops loving. You guys are just fucking retarded and you don't understand. Bless your souls. You just don't get it that he's always there. Jesus said right before he died that, like why, asking people, tell God the Father. I say, they don't know. And he said, why have you forsaken me? Basically saying, he absorbed all the sins, the Word, the Son. He felt all the pains of everything for the first time. God never felt that pain before. So that means that he's weeping for us to say, hey, the Almighty God, the one that created everything, is weeping for humanity, saying, I'm here for you. I want to love you. And that is the message. I don't give a fuck what religion that you are. Love conquers every single thing. I don't care. It doesn't matter what rules or regulations, the bullshit people make up, the Pharisees make up, and that is what it is. Love always wins. You have to accept it. God's always there for you. It's just how it is. So as you go through life, you want to understand what it is. When you're a child, what do you do most? You love, you're entertained. Why? Because God's with you. God protects you. What do you do as an adult in that? You get miserable. And what do people do get into middle ages in that, or close to middle age, like where I'm at, get close to middle age? I redeem myself. Anybody that's older than that has it doesn't harden their heart to society and that. Sometimes people are just going to be hardened. And sometimes they are. They're 100% hardened. Why? Because they're supposed to be. If you look at anyone that's always miserable in that, they're always like, I don't know what to do with life in that. It's because you don't have God. You don't accept love for what it is. Love is just it's everything. It's everything that you do. That you want to love your hobbies. That you want to love your neighbors. That you want to love everybody in that. And people love negative stuff. They love negativity. They grow with negativity and they believe in negativity. So hence the reason why people never grow. Oh, there's one way. You can't grow when you're always bashing yourself and bashing everybody else around you, not telling someone else that's fat when you're fat, or telling someone else is weak when you're weak, or telling someone else that like listen to people at the gym that they come to the gym and they think they're strong because they get egotistically strong. Because their friends are like, oh, you're really powerful. And they actually come to the gym, they see like big, strong motherfucking men like me. I'm like, how do I compare to that? He's way stronger than me. My family says I'm strong. You're not strong. They're lying to you, first off. It's a bunch of bullshit. But that's what happens. That's what happened with me, too. Like when I was in high school, I was a rather strong high schooler. I could develop myself, and I could have got stronger in that, but I need things I need to do. But the way I look at things that now, completely different. Well, I mean, I wish I could learn this stuff when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I'm more happier, I guess, but there's a reason why I didn't learn it until now. Because I wasn't ready for the amount of gifts God is preparing for me. And I already know that now. Because I'm seeing it more and more. Not everyone's going to be the same. No. What I have to say is, when it comes down to it, there's something about everybody that love will always be there for you. Whatever you want to do, love it. As long as you're staying healthy in that and you want to change your life, that hobby should never change. But you should change in general. Like, I don't change my hobbies. My hobbies have always been the same. Play video games and that. I talk about, just random shit. A lot of psychological stuff and that, because I love that stuff a lot. Emotional stuff. And I talk about God. Nothing's changed for me. I like working out, so I work out. I'm happy I'm getting bigger and I get more muscle in that, so guess what? It's working. And I'm starting to grow as a person that over and over again. And I'm happy with myself. The more positive I get, the more love I give, and I try my best to try to not be negative, which is doing really well because I'm not really as negative anymore. My life's starting to grow. I can reach my riches because someone out of nowhere will like grant me, hey, it's like you're a very nice, humble person that here's $1 million, some bullshit like that, and I'll graciously accept it. Like, okay, cool. Not that I care, but other people are like, oh my god, you won $1 million. Like if I won the lottery in that, if I won $1 million in the lottery in that, would I quit my job? Probably. I'm like, deuces. No, I keep my job like part time. I cut my hours down like 20 hours a week. But I work 4 hours, 5 days a week just to maintain the flow of business. Know what I would do is? I'd be happy to give money to people. But I care. I have $5 grand. Let me put this in your account through Cash App. That's literally what I would do. So people that have deep struggles, I will give glory to. Because that's what Jesus did. And I respect that 100%. Blessed thy are weak, and blessed thy are poor. People that don't have a lot of stuff in that, they get more in heaven than people that do have stuff. Because it's the sacrifice that they make to live that lifestyle. They're stronger than the rich. Because rich don't sacrifice. They take away from the people that sacrifice. So they sacrifice even more. Well, the kingdom of heaven is going to be better for you because you sacrifice and you still have humbleness. You still have faith that you're going to live the next day. Isn't that amazing? So that's what people should be doing. The rich should give to the poor. That's how God designed the world. The rich give to the poor, and they always will because they're the ones that say some of them to get rich sacrifice their whole entire life doing it, but they always want to give back because they know the humility. I mean, for instance, if I won that $1 million now, I would give back. Specific people that I know I'm here, have this, have that, have this, have that. Like every month or every 3 months when I make my big ass dividend. Or my dividend might be like 80, 90,000 a year. Whatever the fuck it might be. So I make like 30,000. I take 10,000 out and leave it in the bank. What I do is I give to people. No, and I would. People take it for granted, but that's how you know who your friends are. Will I give stuff to my ex and that? Probably not, because I gave her like fuck, I don't know how much shit I got for her and that. I spent like thousands of dollars on her, and she didn't respect it at all. She said she did, but she didn't. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, thank you, bye. I'm like, okay. You taught me a valuable lesson. You're a horrible person. I don't want to do nothing with you. But that ass is still fat, though. Good luck with that when you get older, because no guy's going to want to be in that ass after the hundreds of guys that you've been with. Sorry. Bless your soul. I hope you find Christ that, but that's literally what you're doing right now. I only say that because it's true. The heart of the person was great. I almost unhardened that woman's heart. And she almost gave it to me. But she didn't want it. Because I didn't fit the criteria. I'm like, you didn't fit any of the criteria. You were fake up front. You submitted me with sexual favors, and I didn't take it because you didn't actually love me. You didn't care about me. You're just like, I want to keep you. How do I keep you? That's literally how these women actually work in that. I know I'm bringing up different stuff in that, but they want to keep you. If you're cute and you're attracted to doing that, they want to keep you. So the best way to keep you is the stupidest way. It's through pleasuring your balls. Because the women honestly think that's what keeps men. I'm like, no. understanding and loving is what keeps men. And you're not wanting to intimately be with me. You want to just rush in and say, I'll into your balls like it's a fucking porn. Porn is fake and written. Actual sex or love is compassion. I have compassion. Like, I have compassion for my ex. I love seeing her naked. I love grabbing on her big old booty and that. I love kissing her beautiful lips and that. I love sucking on her boobies and all that stuff and that. I actually love doing things with her. And vice versa. But she didn't kind of give me it back as much. She gave back to me in very small amounts. And that's what it is. That proved the choice, and and honestly, to tell you the truth, and I knew it for the first month. I said, this relationship's not gonna last. It's gonna break. I already knew it was gonna break. I said, you're not, like, you're changed. You're so cool up front in that. We're having fun in that. But then your past syncs up to you in that. And you start saying all this stupid ass shit. I'm like, stop traumatizing over your past. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. And yes. And 10 more damage. No. Ah, shit, so close now. Okay, pellets is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So it's 7 pellets. But yeah, like so like if it came down to say like the next woman that I want to be with in that, I don't even know. To tell you the truth in that, I'd be very skeptical.
Watch out!
Oh, fucking spam. I thought it was about work.
He's got a cloaker! Cloaked enemy!
Like, I don't fucking work today.
Cover your ears! Something pissed it off! I'm making the best mess ever!
These are so good, they reload pretty quick.
And stay there.
If I thought there was anything
I knock his head off.
I would be impressed. Area remains secure.
You're not
There
dead
it goes. Oh, that's funny.
Moment to kiss those boo-boos.
Yeah, these are actually really good.
I just want to know what happened here.
Cause you get blocked too, if you want to. I might actually use this out of the other one.
You know holes in your armor are bad, right?
I think I'm gonna do the Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath's not bad. So old fashioned sawed off or normal old fashioned shotgun.
Oh, thank you, me.
Wave 13.
No more opening for you. Done here. They really want through that door. Pyrotechnics.
Cool thing is they actually shoot through that door.
Watch out! Cloaked enemy. You twitch. Gotcha.
Shit.
And stay there. Oh shit!
I got a lot of shotgun. Fuck people up. No, throw your fucking grenade, asshole. Grenades ahoy! Heal yourself.
And stay there. No! Just gotta make sure. Barbecue time. You're not.
Yeah, smoke that bitch.
Someone call a cleaner. Just gotta make sure. Crocodile.
The resupply pod is open. Spend your dosh and shut up.
Spin your
The
douche.
fact your
Shut up.
survival is an accomplishment is pathetic, like you.
Why, thank you.
Anyone need ammo?
I love this gun. Doesn't do good against flesh pounds as much, but it's fun to use. I like the way it looks.
I'm not going to go easy because you don't repair your armor. Pod shutting down. Any second now.
The research it was out of punchlines. That's funny.
Keep the area secure. That means kill any Zeds that get near.
That's funny.
Just seeing that makes me want to.
They start creating all these guns, and then they run out of fucking like. That's what's cool about all the guns they create. That they can just
And stay there.
use those guns for the next one. Like I love all the guns now. The dragon, like
Watch out.
this is a really good fucking gun. I really enjoy this gun a lot. Catching shit on fire, that's always fun. It works really well.
You're not dead enough. In for hell, Raptor.
Don't get too comfy. I've got more Zeds just waiting.
Oh, that flesh pound's on steroids. Oh, another Zed on the barbie.
Stop fucking shooting me around, bitch. Fuck off me. Jeez.
Where's everything gone? Whoa. Nice, huh? You're not dead.
Fuck off me, bitch. There's always one motherfucker that's grabbing you, isn't there?
Area almost totally secure. Did you have help?
You mean?
Damn. That wasn't too bad.
I've seen some stuff, but that's disgusting.
Armor will help you keep your insides.
I need to go pee. I'll be right back. Video. 7 o'clock. Oh, I need to get some hamburgers ready. It's got some more news on the Carmelo Anthony case. My God. People were right. Carmelo Anthony are just a bunch of greedy ass people in that, and their family literally blew all $500,000 of the money in that, supposedly. Not that we know, but they blew a lot of money in that. Unspoiling themselves. And a whole bunch of innocent, probably goodwill people that they're probably just, don't know what's really happening that. And now spend all their fucking damn money. Oh shit, they get knocked in the corner like an idiot. Alright. I did. Yo. They're on. Shit. You gotta do it again. Okay, I hope. Ah, get off my ass.
One of those moody flesh pounds.
Nice. Yeah, but so Carmelo Anthony's now the truth's starting to come out that they're supposedly their parents have wasted all their money that they don't care about their child going to prison that. They basically were workaholics, I guess, and they were just having children to have children that dude, people need to support their children a little bit more. Children are babies, they don't know anything, you have to teach them. But if the parents are just as stupid and they don't know anything either, then the kids become, well, dumb too. They start relying on other things. It's fucking so stupid.
See if I care when a Zed eats your liver.
It's really one of the things that pisses me off the most.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death.
That people are just that fucking ignorant with their children. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like literally, what is wrong with you? How the fuck you that ignorant toward your children? How you treat your children as a money bank? No, the parents should be committed to prison. Carmelo Anthony parents should be going to prison too. I don't think their child should do a life sentence because of how shitty their parents are. That death is on their parents' hands for not raising their child right. No child should sit there and be trying to be that bad. It means unguided. Jesus talks about that a lot. People that are unguided, they don't know the truth, always do bad things. Why? Because you don't fucking know. You don't understand what it is to be loved. When you don't love your children, you don't implicate love, you don't give them attention of any sort, they grow up without attention, so they seek attention by doing stupid fucking shit. That's why most people do drugs. That's why most people are alcoholics, because they don't get attention from their parents now, because their parents are the same way. That's why being a Christian or being part of God's actual life, you deserve to understand that, so you understand it. It's like one of the reasons why I grew up the way I did. Is that because I didn't get attention like I wanted to? I didn't get attention all the time. Oh. It's like my brothers didn't really care about me too much. Not saying they didn't care about me at all, but they didn't care about me a ridiculous amount.
Calm down, man.
Not terrible, but that's
And
just the warm-up.
I lived my life based upon that. And guess what? I've grown to be a better man because I follow the Word of God.
Bang, you're dead.
I've changed dramatically because I follow the fucking truth.
Wonder what's under his apron.
And that's the reason why I've changed my life, because I admit to following the truth. I follow the actual truth. Love and peace. Trigun said it best. Freaking Vash MP. Love and peace. Love and peace. It's literally indicating what God wants us to be. Peaceful and loving. Every neighbor should be loved. Well, what divides us?
Just seeing that
Politics.
makes
What
me want
divides
to
us?
hot
Again,
shower.
religion. And people say, well,
or whatever.
religion is God. No, it's not. Who tells you that? Who do like actually fuck tells you that shit? They're lying to you right to your damn face. And you're just sitting there believing gobbity gookity gook. You believe in a bunch of bullshit. Now, a lot of people believe in that bullshit because they get stuck with the bullshit and they constantly will. They're stupid and ignorant.
Once Carmelo reached in his bag and said, touch me and see what happens, and grabbed something in his.
Jesus is right. It all comes down to love. And when people don't have it and they don't respect it, what happens?
Great! Flash power! Just gotta make sure.
Don't break your arm. Pat yourself on the back.
You're not dead enough.
Oh, come on, motherfucker.
Damn, look out! Nice, huh? You know that flesh pound's on steroids? And stay dead.
Oh god. Fuck. I'm coming in behind me, dickhead. Oh god, it's a lot of flush mouth. Holy cow. Jeez. Happy I got the explosives. My god. It's fucking 3 or 4 flush pounds right there. This gun's awesome. Fuck up with bitch. Yeah, this gun's really powerful. I said that this automatic is really good, but the damage is not as high as it wants to be. It takes like 10 to 12 rounds or shells to kill a fucking flush pound. And this only takes 2. Right to the head.
Oh, thank you, me.
Almost getting closer to leave.
You'll throw my results if you die too
Nice.
fast.
Yeah, this gun's just OP. If I grab this one. This gun's really good too. Single shots are really good for little guys.
I've seen some stuff, but that's disgusting.
Nail gun. Powerful. Yeah, really powerful. I love this. Cliff, he's a preacher and that defends Jesus. Andrew Tate gets burned. It says big muscles, small brain. I do like Andrew Tate in that. He's just overly testosterone up and that It's like I get it, you know. I'll be right back.
そういう寂しさについて争っているんだから寂しくないし